Bitcoin crushes through 50K. But what's going on with ETH? And the bullish news just continues to come in. This is starting to sound like pretty much every day I filmed a video. If you want to celebrate together, stick around and let's get this crypto. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Hit that like, hit that subscribe on the way in. I appreciate you. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Feels like all we do on this channel is celebrate the gains. Bitcoin crushing through 50K. Man, this is honestly, this is really a huge milestone and a big moment to take in. If you've been around crypto, you know, from any time from before the bear market that those that have been around experience from January of 2018 all the way to, you know, when we crossed through the bull market doors, to, you know, down to the COVID March all-time lows, really, man, then you just sit back, congratulate yourself. If you've been buying the dips and you've been focused on what we teach here on this channel, which is accumulate cryptocurrencies because they're going to the moon, then just congratulate yourself. I mean, at this point, it's really hard to deny that this isn't the biggest and best investment that most people have made over the last 3 years. If that's all, if you've only been in here from the bear market, then it's hard to find an asset that's grown as fast as Bitcoin. And you know, I wanna actually start with a little bit of news. I don't know. I don't even know if this is news, but if you don't know who Peter Schiff is the biggest Bitcoin hater on the planet. And Peter Schiff is such a Bitcoin hater that it's just not natural. And you know, when somebody hates something so much and their emotions are so tied to it, they're never willing to admit that they're wrong. You know, it's hard not to laugh in their face when basically every prediction they've ever made about Bitcoin has been wrong. And they continue to make really bad predictions. So Peter Schiff today, you know, had to eat his words because a while back he talked about how Bitcoin would never hit 50K and that gold was going to the moon. So, sorry Peter Schiff, you can eat your words because let me tell you, I don't think there's anything that gold has on Bitcoin right now. And if anything, cryptocurrencies just continue to eat away at the gold market. Oh man, that's got to eat him up so much. It's got to eat him up even more, the fact that his son is tweeting about the joke that Peter Schiff is and about the ridiculous predictions he's made about where gold is going and where Bitcoin is going. So, no, this isn't news. And no, it's not nice to laugh in people's face. But honestly, Peter Schiff, you deserve this. You deserve every last bit of this. And I'm sorry, man, if you're going to continue to hold your gold and continue to dump on crypto, then I'm probably going to continue to make fun of you on this channel. And when this channel hits 100,000 subscribers, it's going to mean something when we all collectively make fun of you, all right? Anyway, I don't even know why I'm talking about him, why I'm wasting my breath, other than the fact that he's now saying, oh, Bitcoin, you know, you can't rule out the fact that Bitcoin could hit $100,000. Oh, right. We're, you know, adjusting that prediction. But a permanent move down to zero is inevitable. Are you really, guys? Look, guys, okay, that's it. I need to show you guys something. I need to show you something as Bitcoin continues to moon as we speak on this channel. And look, I'm going to take you to a Bitcoin chart, a logarithmic chart, and we're going to add gold, okay, to this chart. And we're going to show you what gold has done, what Bitcoin has done. And you know what? Let's add the US dollar while we're at it to this chart. Guys, look, I mean, that right there, the blue line is gold. The orange line is the US dollar, the Dixie, specifically the US dollar index. And that's Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? You tell me, what investment would you rather be in? The guy who's still holding on to his gold? Like just religiously? Not letting go my gold. My gold. Don't touch my gold. Nobody talk to me about my gold. Are you kidding me? Do you still want to be holding on to gold? Or do you want to be the guy that's holding on to the US dollar right now? While Bitcoin moons? Oh man, I'm sorry. I know these articles, these tweets just get me worked up. But you know what? I again, it's not nice to treat people poorly, and I don't intend to do that. But at the end of the day, man, you when people are so wrong and they just continue to stick to their predictions and not even admit that they were wrong, forget it. I'm done. I'm done with that energy. You know what? Today's about celebrating because Bitcoin hits another all-time high, blast through 50K. We're at 52.5 as we speak, on our way to 60. Don't take that as financial advice. You do you, I'll do me. But I don't see Bitcoin stopping anything right now. The same as I said 2 weeks ago, a week ago, 2 days ago. It's just the things are just too bullish. There's the fundamental side of things is showing that Bitcoin should be able to get to 100K. You know what? Here's my prediction. Bitcoin is going to get to 100K before I open my pool. In Canada, we do that somewhere around May 2-4 weekend. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Bitcoin's going to hit 100K before I open my pool. We'll see whether I'm right or wrong. If I'm wrong, I will come on this channel and tell you that I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, we're probably going to be at 99K, so I won't be wrong by much. All right. So anyway, it's been a just a heck of a day in the cryptocurrency space. Why I was telling you about 50K being so important is because it's just the way markets work is like I said, this like 50K milestone. That's this huge round number. And we took 4 shots at 50K. Right there, shots fired. Right there, shots fired. Right there, shots fired. Right there, shots fired. I mean, eventually, when you knock on the door enough times, the door opens. And that's what happened with Bitcoin. Enjoy your gains. Every single person that has bought Bitcoin in this community, from the moment that I started filming, all of you are in profits. That's insane because many of you bought really high. Many of you said, oh, should I buy at 40? But 40 is so high. And what did I say? I say, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my advice. You do you, I do me. But I'm buying Bitcoin at 38,000 because I don't think we're ever going to see 38,000 again. And if you follow that, well, you're in profits. You can't, there's no way not to be in profits right now. So congratulations, celebrate. All right, gotta take a breather here. So now that we're over 50K, look, can Bitcoin come crashing down? Sure it can. But my analysis is that when something takes so long to burst through, that the chances of this dropping below 50K in the short term, sure, of course, we can drop below 50K later on in this bull market when we get another correction. But in the short term, I don't know. Did we really work this hard to get over 50K to just dump right back below 50K? I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about Bitcoin right now, and I'm going to enjoy this party. And I'm not even really thinking about when the next correction's coming right now because everything's bullish. The charts are bullish. I'm going to stick to that until things change. So something's going to have to drastically change for me to change my mood and my tone on these videos. Okay? That's Bitcoin. Now, ETH is pretty interesting. So if you watched my video a little while back, then you'll know that I made an ETH trade. And I want to show it to you right now. I made an ETH trade. I entered at 1850. And that was, I don't know, like 3-4 days ago. I can't remember exactly how long it was, but maybe even a week ago. It's been a while. And I stuck to my guns on that one. I normally don't trade this way. Normally, I would have taken a stop loss and I would have taken a hit and I would have taken my losses. But, for me, ETH is just so strong fundamentally, so bullish that I just have to. And ETH officially broke above what was this really difficult line that where was it at? I'm sorry, this chart because I added Bitcoin. Sorry, because I added gold to the charts. I noticed this earlier today that it freezes my trading view, so I'm gonna have to go and delete Dixie and gold so I can get my trading view responses back. See, it's very strange. I'm not sure what's up with that. I have to check that out. Anyway, okay, so back to ETH. So ETH was at, ETH had this really difficult time getting over 1834 initially. That's where we failed when we first got there. Then we crushed through it and came right back down. And then we took again shots fired, 1834, shots fired, 1840. We couldn't get through it. I stuck with my trade, and now we've officially blasted through 1834. Not by much, right? 1860, but it's promising that we've closed one 4 hour candle already above that price range. And so that's really promising for ETH. ETH's all-time high sits at 1880 right now, 1881 to be exact on this chart. That's the perpetual chart. So it's a little bit lower on normal charts. And that's the number to watch out for. And I still think that if ETH crushes through 1880, I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't be going to 2000 really, really quickly and 2500 after that. Other than, I'm going to put a link in the description to BitBoy Crypto's video today because he's been investigating what's going on with ETH because he's not the only one. I'm not the only one that thinks ETH has so much potential that it should really be way above its price level right now. And he's kind of done some investigating, and he might be onto something around market manipulation and this miner called F2 Pools that has a ton of access to liquidity because they mine Bitcoin and ETH, and I don't know what else they mine. But there's some speculation going on right now that F2 Pools is potentially shorting ETH so that they can see the price of ETH drop and then buy back lower. So they're making money on the short, and they're making money because they're buying back lower. And they have, unfortunately, with crypto, right, where things aren't highly regulated the way they're on the stock market, you can get away with that in crypto. Unfortunately, Jeff Bezos basically, I don't know how much Amazon stock he owns, but it's probably not a small amount. But what the speculation is that's going on with ETH and Bitcoin, for that matter, is likened to basically Jeff Bezos shorting Amazon. So shorting your own stock, shorting Amazon, so that you can make money on the way down. Sell all of your stuff so that it actually drops because you can control that, and then buy back lower. It's like a triple threat. You're making money no matter what happens in the market. And so, there's some speculation right now, and not just speculation, like BitBoy Crypto's put a decent argument together using charts and data to show that this could potentially be happening. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't know, that happened, somebody called, it's actually Cryptos R Us. I'll put a link to his description as well. He was the first one to actually start looking at the data and seeing that F2 pools could potentially be manipulating the beta for manipulating the price of the asset for their own gains. And look, if you're selling your stock because you need to take profits, that's a wise thing. Like, everybody should take profits from time to time, and nobody's arguing with that. But if you're selling your stock so that you can make money on a short, that's classic manipulation. That's not cool. So is that happening? I don't know. But I can tell you this, when F2 Pools got called out on this with Bitcoin, they stopped doing it with Bitcoin. That was a couple weeks ago. And Bitcoin's done nothing but go up since. So is that going to happen with ETH? I don't know. I don't know. All I can say is this. The charts look for ETH like something that is ready to pop. And I mean pop, like parabolic move up. And the fundamentals of ETH couldn't be stronger. I mean, just today, Coinbase announced that they're going to allow customers to stake ETH 2.0 within Coinbase. So there's probably a couple things that you don't know what they are there that I just said. ETH 2.0, probably the most highly anticipated release of any cryptocurrency any version uplift of a cryptocurrency that I can think of. ETH does have its issues, and one of the arguments for why ETH value isn't necessarily going up as some of us expect it to is because it's fees, and it's just there's so much demand for ETH that the fees are pretty high to transact with ETH right now. And so, what version 2 aims to do is actually resolve a lot of that. And so, version 2 is going to have a couple of releases of version 2. And, one of the things that they're also going to do is they're going to turn ETH into a deflationary token. Whereas right now, there isn't a limit to how many ETH are created. In the future, they plan to burn tokens so that they can keep a finite amount of ETH. Now, I couldn't be more bullish on ETH, on what they're doing with version 2. I think in the long term, ETH is still a massive, massive potential. And I'm, like I've said before, I'm as long on ETH as I am on Bitcoin. In fact, right now, I actually own more ETH than I do Bitcoin. That's not always going to be the case. That's just where I stand right now based on what I'm seeing in the charts and what I expect over the next month or two. And at some point, I'll definitely be back into Bitcoin and distribute that back in. Anyway, so that's what I can tell you about ETH. Again, Crypto Poppy called this bottom right here insane that we hit that. I did tell you yesterday that this was looking like a double bottom. This is definitely looking like a double bottom at this point. We've made my favorite pattern, which is the W. We've broken out above the W. The one thing I will tell you about ETH is that, man, it loves to come right back, stop hunt all the longs, and then make its way up. So I wouldn't be surprised if ETH comes back, maybe taps 1834 again, and then we make our way up. But again, my outlook for ETH is very, very bullish over the short and the long term. Okay, my outlook for cryptocurrencies is bullish. I mean, I don't even know that there's a currency you can buy that you can go wrong with, except maybe Doge. Doge is oh my goodness, Doge has got COVID. I mean, I don't know if dogs can get COVID or not, but Doge is not looking healthy right now. Having said that, when Elon Musk sneezes, Doge pumps. So, I know it's crazy, but I start to look at these moments like buying opportunities. I think that the last bit of support is at 71 Satoshis. I'm looking at the Doge v BTC pair, not the US dollar pair. And, I might take a shot on a little bit of Doge if it keeps dropping. Again, guys, this is pure speculation, no fundamentals. It's just fun. It's just fun to own Doge. I don't know why. Why not? What the hell? At the end of the day, what's really responsible is to buy you some Bitcoin, buy some ETH, and buy some really sound fundamental projects in the altcoin space. There's a ton. Again, not financial advice. You do you, I'll do me. But if you want to know if you're curious about what I have right now, I've got Polkadot. I'm really big on Polkadot. Massive potential competitor to ETH, and if ETH doesn't get their stuff sorted out, then you could see Polkadot just making an even bigger run. I am in Aave, which is a DeFi coin. I am in EGLD. I told you when I bought EGLD as well. Kusama, I owned, I let go, and man, this is the story of the bull market. It's like again, like you only have so much liquid money to go around and to spread out. And I don't necessarily like to be in like 30 altcoins. I like to be in like a select few that I pick at that point in time. And Kusama was an early pick for me. Uni was an early pick for me. Both of those I sold. Both of those I regret because I haven't gotten them back. Uni's actually just made a nice W and could potentially be on the upside. I've never bought Sushi, and I always wished I bought Sushi. EOS, I'm very interested in, and EOS is one of those coins. You remember I was telling you about XRP, and when you have coins whose price has just been Like, look at EOS, guys. Like, EOS is an OG. It's one of those OG coins that was around way back when. And I mean, EOS taking a big hit, and EOS took a massive hit because their CEO, who's highly regarded and well loved in the crypto space, resigned from EOS, and it did nothing but crap out. But having said that, EOS is looking in the charts from a technical analysis perspective. EOS is looking really, really strong right now. And again, not financial advice. You do you, I'll do me. Probably look to get into EOS, maybe even tonight, maybe when I'm done this video. The graph is, oh my god. The only reason I haven't bought the graph is because how do you buy something, right? Like, it's really hard to tell yourself, go buy that thing that's up 1100% in 57 days. I mean, it's really hard, but it's also a really sound fundamental project. And if any of you are, I actually know many of you are in IT. Some of you are colleagues of mine in the IT space, and you know that data data's huge, right? Like, even if you're not in IT, like, why does Google and Facebook, why do all these companies get criticized so much? Because they have so much data, and with that data, there's so much that you can do, and data's power right now. And the graph is actually building, if you're familiar with graph APIs, they're basically building an API to essentially bring lots of the data that's relevant to the crypto world together, and provide that to businesses and users. And so I'm really, really, really big on graph. It's just that it's up so much that, like, when do I make the decision to buy it? I don't know. I don't know. I missed my shot here. It dipped to 165, but I was so tied up on other coins that I didn't take my chance and buy it then. So I don't know. If I see another dip for the graph, I'll definitely buy. Definitely big on Chainlink, guys. Chainlink is the mother of all DeFi projects, and I'm big on DeFi. So why wouldn't I own, Chainlink? So I don't, I'm sticking to my Chainlink and probably won't let that go anytime soon. Another coin that, oh my God, look at Yay, say, hey, those of us who talked on Saturday, how happy are you right now with SFP? Another coin that I'm really interested in is SFP. And let me pull this up for you guys. The reason why I like SFP is because I was doing, this is purely coincidental. I was looking at a coin that basically mooned 200% in one day. Normally, when a coin moons 200% in one day, it's like some low liquidity coin that's like you don't want to go near, that maybe doesn't even have a real team or a real project. Scary stuff, right? So I had to Google. I'm like, so what is this SFP thing? So I look at, and the name of it is SafePal, and I look at it and I realize what they're providing. And so one of the telltale signs of a project that has the potential to moon is the product that they sell easy to understand? Because many of us are retail traders, and not super crypto technical geniuses. So if you read many of those projects and the first sentence you can't even understand what the product is, that turns people away. And so SafePal actually is a hardware wallet manufacturer. But there's a couple of big things with this hardware wallet that I really like, and then so I'm gonna order some hardware wallets from them and check them out. One of them is, this is a Binance project, and Binance is, listen, Binance is the Amazon of crypto. Okay, they've got pretty much. I mean, if you wanted just to be on one platform, Binance would be it. They've got an insane amount of projects on Binance. They've got an incredible team. Binance Chain is now, a massive competitor to Ethereum as well. So there's just so much good stuff going on with Binance. And this is a garage project that came out of Binance. And so that, just having that backing and that name impresses me a lot. But the other thing is that it's a hardware wallet. And so you have to imagine that the whole point of this hardware wallet is going to be being able to trade your Binance holdings in this hardware wallet. Now, it's a bit of speculation on my part. They do have a massive list of partners that they're supporting in the initial launch. So, but you've got to think, right? Like, the right way to store your cryptocurrencies is in a hardware wallet, not on Binance. I highly recommend that you don't leave your cryptos on Binance unless you've got a small stash that you're trading with. But just understand the risks that there was a time during crypto where every exchange got raided and every exchange got shut down at one point or another, and you're leaving your crypto in somebody else's hands. So anyway, what I really liked about this project is it's easy to understand. The product looks good. The third thing about it is that also the price. I don't see the price here. I did find the price and look like they're available on pre-order for $39, which is much cheaper than a lot of the hardware wallets out there. So, it's there's just I don't know. There's a lot going on for this project. I've not seen a single YouTuber talk about SafePal. I couldn't find any real true analysis on SafePal. So, it looks like a pretty interesting project. And it might be late. It might be early in the game to get into it. Even though SafePal is up, from the day that it opened. Jeez, SafePal opened on Feb 8th, and oh my gosh, it's up 32%. Again, it's another one of those things that like you're like, how do I buy something that's up 32%? 3200%, sorry, 3200%. But you know how I make those decisions? I know that when a coin hits a new all-time high, that's typically a buy. So, on the shorter time frames, if we start to make a W here, I'm definitely going to be looking to buy me some SafePal. I can tell you that I told this story to some people on Saturday over poker, and they bought it. And well, I know that they're not disappointed because SafePal is having a great, great day, great couple days actually from Saturday. It's close to 30%, guys. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Good project though. Good fundamentals behind it. Again, not financial advice. You do you. I'll do me. What else is going on in the crypto space? We have Coinbase about to list. We don't know the exact date, but over the next couple of months, we'll hear the exact date. And Coinbase is going to list on the Nasdaq. And if you don't know who Coinbase is, well, then you probably haven't bought your first crypto in the U.S. because they are the Apple, I would call them, of cryptocurrencies. And they're going to list with a $77 billion valuation on the Nasdaq. So Crypto Poppy went and Googled, how does that compare to other companies on the Nasdaq? And by the way, like, who creates a website? Like, this is like just the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Who creates a website where you're talking about the top, companies by market cap in the Nasdaq, and it's a table that you can't filter, a table that you can't even sort. Not only that, there is no numbers. So I scrolled down, I did the work for you guys, and I can tell you that Coinbase is going to come out right above Fiserv at number 35 in the NASDAQ. We're going to follow that because I think Coinbase has the potential to move its way up for the rest of this bull market into the top 10. All right? Like, seriously, guys, which is crazy, I know. But that's a really, really exciting project, and some interesting times ahead for those of you who don't necessarily want to go through the effort of buying crypto, buying a hardware wallet, having to custody your own crypto in this hardware wallet that's got a weird password. A lot of you, the biggest reason why you haven't gone into crypto is the barrier to entry, and you need to you almost need to be technical, to really understand what's happening. Now, if you want to just buy it and hold it, and it's not a significant amount, you can go into Coinberry. Link is in the description below. Buy some, hold it, and let it ride. But if you really want to get into this market and you want to start buying altcoins and trading a little bit, or at least timing markets, you got to learn a lot. There's a lot to learn, and so. By people having the ability to just go on NASDAQ and buy Coinbase, and you can be sure that Coinbase is probably going to start to as with other stocks that are crypto related, when the price of when the price of crypto goes up, the stock goes up. When the price of crypto goes down, the stock goes down. And so you can anticipate some of that with Coinbase. And so if you're a speculative buyer, then Coinbase is probably an interesting buy, depending on when they launch and whether we're still in this crazy bull market. I'll definitely be looking at Coinbase. Now, now, if you watched my first video on YouTube, then I talked to you about Hive. Hive is a stock that trades in the TSX, the Canadian stock market, the Toronto Stock Exchange to be specific. And Hive, I'm a big fan of Hive. I've had a Hive for a really long time. I've had it in my RSPs because it's kind of like, I don't want to cash out my RSPs, even though I probably should have and just bought Bitcoin with it because it's not like they've done anything. But in my trading portfolio within my RSPs, I've been 50% irresponsibly long on Hive. And guys, I mean, when did I film my first video? It would have been had to have been somewhere around here, maybe Feb 2nd. It's been a couple of weeks, right? So let's call it, I don't know, Feb 2nd. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, maybe, no, maybe Feb 4th, sorry. Because it was a little bit closer to my birthday. So from that moment on, if you bought Hive at that time, you're up over 100% in less than 2 weeks. Okay? So I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not telling you to buy it now. Hive is at $6. I bought my first Hive, okay, at $1 while it was on its way down, and then I suffered through a bear market where Hive hit. How low did it go? Oh my goodness. 10 cents, 9 cents. Oh my goodness, I stuck with it. I never ever sold my Hive on the way down. I stuck with it, and man, is it making me happy right now. But keep an eye out because what does Crypto Poppy say? Yes, I just referred to myself in the third person again. But what does Crypto Poppy says? He says, "Show me a new high and I'll show you buy." And guys, Hive's all-time high which was November 2nd of 2017. Where is it? 675. And Hive looks like it really wants to go, you know, shots fired at 675. Are we going to see some resistance there? Like every all-time high, I fully expect resistance at 675 from Hive. But when we do get over 675, again, guys, it's a new all-time high, and it has to be treated that way. And I don't care if we're up 1,000%. I mean, it's again not financial advice, but might be an interesting time to look at Hive. And everything's so bullish with the fundamentals of crypto right now that it's hard to be short on anything related to crypto. Again, until things change, I'm gonna keep saying these things. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's what I had for you today. Big day. I'm so glad we get to celebrate so much, so often. Let's guys, don't let this get old. Don't let this get old because when we get into this bear market, it sucks. And I'm gonna be here by myself making videos for nobody to listen. The only people that are gonna be on this channel are those that are gonna be telling me, "Crypto Poppy, you ruined my life. You told me to buy, and I bought the top." Look, so let's enjoy these days because those days are gonna suck. But having said that, look, if you really want to know what my outlook for crypto is, if you're still thinking is 52K too expensive, then you're probably telling me at 40K was too expensive, and here we are 52. Look, the outlook for crypto, sure, there's lots of people calling for $1 million Bitcoin, and that's possible in the next bull market. I don't know that we're gonna make that in this bull market, but I still think we have a long way to go up. And if you wanna see a data driven approach to why I think we have a long way to go up, then just look at my first video where I show you where I kind of think we are today. So we're probably, in my assessment, maybe a third of the way in this bull market. So we've got some ways to go for sure. And if you're gonna buy with a long-term outlook, then wait for I average in or wait for the dips. If you see a dip below 50K anytime soon, down into the 44K, 41, 42K. Not financial advice, but those are good buying territories for sure. If you're doing this for the long term, don't worry about it. Just buy and hold because so far nobody that has made that decision while you've been following this channel has been disappointed because we are all in profits. Okay, guys, that's it for the night. Love you all. Checking out. Peace.